Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and I'm the founder of Prelicensing Me. Prelicensing Me is responsible for helping non-traditional applicants who are interested in the finance industry and helping them get jobs. So today we're talking about Wall Street diversity programs for military veterans. This is a very personal topic for me. I myself am an Air Force veteran. I served from 2018 to 2023. So I'm talking from a place of experience, but ultimately I hope that this helps other people, and that's why I created it. So we're going to be talking about 5 different topics today, but it's really structured in a 3-phase format. So the first phase is discussing the why. Why are you interested in finance? Why I am qualified to speak on this, and why you should think about this as a potential career. Then after we talk about the why, we're going to discuss the how. And the how is, developing your strategy. It's a little bit more important to figure out how you're going to do something than what you're doing, because the process is actually how you achieve success. It's not just understanding that you covet a certain outcome or opportunity, but actually doing the work. And then the last phase is the types of opportunities, which is the what. Even though we're talking about purpose, background, observations, strategy, opportunities, it's a why, how, what format. All right, so the first section is purpose. The reason why I'm creating this PowerPoint is probably pretty obvious to a lot of you, and feel free to skip ahead if you'd like, but I'm trying to pay it forward to others. I had great success when I applied to a Wall Street diversity program, and the only reason I was able to succeed out of the 500 applicants when 11 were picked was because other people helped me, and I also took an onus on myself to really try and talk to as many people as I could. But ultimately, the only reason that I passed was because other people were willing to talk. So you always want to remember that success is owed to others. No man is an island, same kind of thinking. And I wanted to create something for other people, and hopefully when you go through your journey, you can take this PowerPoint or these lessons in here and use what is good and discard the bad, and just iterate for yourself and maybe for others. It's really important to say that my word is not gospel, right? It's not biblical. Just because I did something one way doesn't mean that there aren't a million other ways to succeed. And I think everyone is different, and so the approach that works for you best is how you actually achieve that process, right? So that'll be in the second phase. And then selfishly, while I am always happy to help and I want to help people all the time in any types of career field, I've helped people write resumes and prepare for interviews and think about their life and career planning. Selfishly, I'm recording this video because I believe that time is a non-renewable resource, and I want to save my future self some time. But that said, I'm always happy to talk, and I will include my email at the end of the presentation. There's this really cool picture I found online. It says, helping one person might not change the world, but it could change the world for one person. And I think when, we see those kinds of things, we think about maybe somebody who has other types of complications in their life. But the reason why I'm creating this is just to help people in one specific way, primarily for non-traditional applicants, but it can really be for anybody. I think a lot of the lessons in here are useful for a lot of people. So a little bit about my background. So my name is Ryan. I am a 2018 Air Force Academy grad. I served in the Air Force for 5 years, and I studied econ in college. Deployed once to the Middle East, and I'm actually in the center of the photo right here, this good-looking guy holding the trophy. There's actually a pretty funny story to that. My friend and I, we didn't actually win any of the awards, so that's why we were holding that one. Or we got like accommodations or whatever. But anyway, I spent a lot of time overseas. I grew up overseas actually, so I lived in Bangladesh for 4 years, Kazakhstan for 2 years, and then Israel for 7 years. So I had this really international upbringing. It wasn't until I came to America for high school that I decided I wanted to be in the military, and then I landed on the Air Force Academy because I liked its technology focused and its look towards the future, and it had a really good management and econ program. It's kind of what it's well known for in the school, in addition to aerospace engineering. So that was another big reason why I chose it. For those 5 years, from 2018 to 2023, actually worked in defense acquisitions as a program manager. What that means is I was responsible for the cost schedule and performance of different types of weapon systems, contracts, services, goods, etc. And it was a really interesting time. I felt like I got a really well-rounded education in business. I'm very thankful for it, and you get placed, in a lot of like high-level positions for a young person. And so that's why I really enjoyed defense acquisitions. You just have that strategic impact. And there's another picture here on the right-hand side. It is just an example of a roadshow. This is some of these types of events that you would go to, and people would be trying to sell their different types of military technology to us, the government, as buyers. So it was a very interesting time, and it was also when I first realized that there is a buy side and a sell side to every type of industry, and it's not just finance. So towards the tail end of my service, I was lucky enough to be picked up for a DoD Skill Bridge program. It was actually ran through Hiring Our Heroes, which is a Department of Labor organization, and they have a corporate fellowship program. In addition to that, I had also applied to UBS's Veterans Associate program, so I ended up getting matched with them. And my interview process ran the entire summer into the early fall. It started at the Service Academy Career Conference, which is where the 5 military academies all meet, and they have like lots of different types of employment opportunities, and it's a really interesting place with lots of good outcomes. And that's where I had my first interview with UBS, with an investment banker, passed the interview, and just kept passing interviews and networking with people. And I wanted to just, kind of create this presentation so other people can understand how to do that. There's this really cool photo of a UBS building. I'm not sure if it's the New York office or not. I think it may be. But, it's just trying to expose you to all things finance.